What if I told you, a simple dollar coin in your pocket could be hiding a fortune worth thousands, even more? Coins like the ones featuring George Washington, James Madison, and William Henry Harrison are not just currency, they are silent treasures. One tiny minting mistake, one rare condition, and everything changes. Stay with me, because what you're about to see might completely change how you look at money, forever. Let's move on. First up. When people think about hidden treasure, they imagine gold bars, ancient relics, or secret vaults. But what if I told you that a simple modern coin, yes, a small golden dollar, could silently hold a shocking fortune? The presidential dollar series shocked collectors worldwide, and among them, the coin honoring James Madison stands out as a quiet, powerful contender in the world of rare money. This coin, released as part of the United States presidential dollar program, carries not just the image of a former president, but the weight of history, mystery, and extreme value potential. At first glance, it looks ordinary, but collectors know the truth. Sometimes the most ordinary-looking coins hide the most extraordinary secrets. The James Madison presidential dollar was issued in 2007, representing the fourth president of the United States. It features a dignified portrait of Madison on the obverse, while the reverse showcases the iconic Statue of Liberty, symbolizing freedom and strength. But what makes this coin truly explosive in value is not its design, it's the rare errors, mint conditions, and hidden variations. Now listen carefully, because this is where things become shocking. Some versions of this coin were struck with minting errors, missing edge lettering, doubled inscriptions, or off-center strikes. These rare mistakes turned simple $1 coins into jaw-dropping collectibles worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars in extreme cases. Imagine holding a coin that was supposed to be worth just $1, but due to a tiny minting mistake, it suddenly becomes worth more than a luxury car. That is the insane reality of error coins, and the James Madison dollar has seen its share of these unbelievable transformations. Collectors especially hunt for coins in mint state condition, perfect surfaces, no scratches, no wear, full shine. A flawless James Madison dollar graded MS67 or higher can command a significantly higher price than ordinary circulated coins. The difference between a used coin and a perfect one can mean the jump from $1 to hundreds or even thousands. But wait, there's more. Some coins were produced with missing edge inscriptions, meaning they lack the "In God We Trust" or mint marks that should appear along the edge. These coins caused massive excitement when discovered, as they were never meant to leave the mint in that condition. These so-called godless dollars became an overnight sensation in the coin collecting world. People rushed to check their change, hoping to find one of these rare pieces. And some did, turning pocket change into serious money in an instant. The fascinating thing about the James Madison presidential dollar is that its value is not fixed. It depends on condition, rarity, errors, and demand. One coin might be worth only $1, while another, almost identical at first glance, could be worth a fortune. Now picture this: a collector examines a coin under bright light, rotating it slowly, searching for the slightest imperfection or unusual detail. That tiny detail, that barely visible flaw, could mean the difference between ordinary and extraordinary wealth. Even today, people unknowingly spend rare coins without realizing their true value. Somewhere, someone might have used a rare Madison dollar to buy a snack, completely unaware they just spent a potential treasure. That's how hidden these valuable coins can be. The history behind James Madison adds another layer of depth. Known as the father of the Constitution, Madison played a key role in shaping the United States. Owning a coin bearing his image is like holding a small piece of that powerful legacy. But in the world of collectors, history alone is not enough, rarity is everything. And when rarity meets demand, prices can skyrocket in ways that seem almost unbelievable. Coins that once sat unnoticed suddenly become centerpieces of auctions. High-end collectors and investors are always on the lookout for rare presidential dollars. When a unique piece appears, especially one with a dramatic error, it can trigger bidding wars, pushing prices far beyond expectations. And here's the truth that might shock you the most: the market for rare coins is constantly evolving. A coin that is overlooked today might become highly sought after tomorrow. Trends shift, discoveries happen, and values rise unexpectedly. This is why experts always say, never underestimate your coins. That small golden dollar in your hand might carry a hidden story, a rare feature, or a unique flaw that collectors would pay heavily to own. There's also the emotional factor. Collectors don't just buy coins, they chase the thrill of discovery. The excitement of finding a rare James Madison dollar is something that cannot be described. It's a moment of pure adrenaline. And in that moment, everything changes. A simple coin becomes a symbol of luck, timing, and hidden opportunity. It's no longer just currency, it becomes a treasure. So the next time you see a presidential dollar, don't ignore it. Look closely. Examine every detail. Because you might be holding something far more valuable than you ever imagined. The idea that a $1 coin could change your financial situation sounds unbelievable, but in the world of rare coins, it happens. Not every day, not to everyone, but it happens. And that possibility, that tiny chance of discovering something extraordinary, is what keeps collectors searching, hoping, and believing. Because sometimes, fortune doesn't come in gold bars or bank accounts, sometimes, it comes quietly, in the form of a small, shining coin. Let's move on. Second up. When people hear the words $1 million coin, their imagination explodes: gold, rarity, mystery. But what if I told you that a modern golden dollar, the one featuring William Henry Harrison, could ignite that same dream? Yes, a coin that looks ordinary, but hides a story that can shock, surprise, and awaken the treasure hunter inside you. This is not just any coin. This is the 2009 presidential dollar honoring Harrison, a man whose presidency lasted only 31 days, yet whose legacy lives on through this small but powerful piece of metal. Released in 2009 as part of the presidential dollar program, it entered circulation quietly, but collectors were already watching. At first glance, it seems simple. A portrait of Harrison on the front, the Statue of Liberty on the back, and inscriptions marking his place in history. But what most people don't realize is that this coin was produced in massive numbers, yet hidden within those millions are rare pieces that stand far above the rest. Usmint.gov+1. Now here comes the shocking truth. Most of these coins are only worth $1. Yes, just one. But don't let that fool you. Because in the world of coin collecting, value is not about what you see, it's about what you don't see. Some of these coins were struck in near-perfect condition, what collectors call mint state. These flawless coins, untouched by wear, can sell for several dollars, sometimes more depending on their grade and rarity. CoinValueChecker.com+1. But the real excitement begins when errors enter the picture. Imagine a coin leaving the mint with a mistake, something that was never supposed to happen. That mistake transforms it from ordinary to extraordinary. One of the most famous errors in the 2009 Harrison dollar is missing edge lettering. Normally, the edge of the coin carries inscriptions like the year, mint mark, and e pluribus unum. But some coins slip through without these markings, completely blank edges, a shocking flaw that collectors love. CoinValueChecker.com. And when such an error appears in high-grade condition, the value can jump dramatically. Some rare examples have reached hundreds of dollars, even approaching the $1,000 range in exceptional cases. CoinValueChecker.com. Think about that for a moment. A coin you might receive as change, suddenly worth hundreds. That is the hidden power of error coins. There are also coins with doubled or overlapping edge lettering, caused by the coin passing through the edge machine more than once. These create strange, almost chaotic patterns, and collectors see them as unique works of minting history. Another rare category includes proof coins, specially made for collectors, with mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. These coins were never meant for circulation, and when preserved perfectly, they carry a premium far above regular coins. CoinValueChecker.com. Now imagine holding one of these coins under light, slowly turning it, searching for that one tiny difference. That one tiny detail, that could change everything. The market for presidential dollars is unpredictable. Today, a coin may seem common, tomorrow, demand could rise, and prices could follow. This is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. It's a mix of history, luck, and timing. And speaking of history, William Henry Harrison was not just any leader. Known as Old Tipicano, he gained fame through military victories and became a symbol of strength. Owning his coin is like holding a piece of that legacy in your hand. Usmint.gov. But here's the reality that might shock you. Not every coin will make you rich. In fact, most won't. The dream of becoming a billionaire overnight from a single coin is rare, extremely rare. Yet, the possibility exists. And that possibility is powerful enough to keep millions of collectors searching, checking, and hoping. Some people have already discovered valuable coins in circulation, completely by accident. They didn't plan it, they didn't expect it, but they found something special. And that's the magic of coins like the 2009 Harrison dollar. They are everywhere, yet their true value is hidden, waiting to be discovered by someone who knows where to look. So the next time you see a golden dollar, don't ignore it. Hold it. Inspect it. Feel its weight, examine its edges, Because you might be holding more than just money. You might be holding history, rarity, and a chance, however small, to change your fortune. Because sometimes, the biggest surprises come in the smallest forms. Let's move on. Third up. When you hear the name of George Washington, you think of power, leadership, and the birth of a nation. But what if I told you that his face on a small golden coin could hold a shocking secret, one that could turn an ordinary dollar into a life-changing discovery? This is the 2007 George Washington Presidential Dollar, the very first coin released in the Presidential Dollar series. A coin that didn't just enter circulation, it exploded into the world of collectors with mystery, excitement, and unbelievable surprises. At first glance, it looks simple: a golden-colored coin, Washington's bold portrait on the front, the Statue of Liberty standing tall on the reverse. But hidden within this design lies one of the most shocking error stories in modern coin history. Millions of these coins were minted, yes, millions, but among them, a small number escaped the mint with a flaw so unexpected, so dramatic, that it instantly turned them into collector legends. These coins became known as the godless dollars, a name that spread like wildfire. Why? Because they were missing the edge inscriptions: "No in God we trust," no mint mark, nothing. Just a smooth, blank edge where words should have been. Imagine holding a coin that was never supposed to exist in that form, a mistake so rare that it shocked even experts. That mistake turned a $1 coin into a collector's dream, and in some cases, a high-value treasure. When these error coins were first discovered, collectors rushed to find them. People searched their pockets, their jars, their wallets, hoping to find that one rare piece that could change everything. And some did. Some lucky individuals found these coins in circulation, coins they received as simple change, coins they almost ignored, until they realized what they were holding. Now think about this: a coin worth $1, suddenly selling for hundreds, even thousands, depending on its condition. That is not imagination, that is reality in the world of rare coins. Condition plays a powerful role. A worn coin may still carry interest, but a perfect, untouched coin, what experts call mint state, can push the value even higher. The cleaner, sharper, and more flawless the coin, the more collectors are willing to pay. Some of the highest graded George Washington era dollars have reached astonishing prices at auctions, not quite millions, but enough to shock anyone who thought coins were just spare change. And it doesn't stop there, because beyond the missing edge lettering, there are other rare variations: double lettering, weak strikes, off-center designs, all adding layers of mystery and value. Every tiny detail matters. A slight shift, a faint doubling, a missing mark, these are the clues collectors search for. These are the secrets that separate an ordinary coin from an extraordinary one. But here's the truth that hits hard: most of these coins are still worth just $1. Yes, the dream is real, but the chances are rare. Extremely rare. And yet, that's what makes it so exciting. Because somewhere out there, hidden in circulation, or sitting forgotten in a drawer, there could still be undiscovered treasures. The story of the 2007 George Washington dollar is not just about money, it's about discovery. It's about the thrill of finding something unexpected, something valuable, something powerful. It's about holding history in your hand. This coin represents the very first president of the United States, a man who led a revolution, and now, his image leads one of the most talked about modern coins. Collectors don't just see metal, they see stories. They see history, rarity, and opportunity, all combined into a single piece. And sometimes, that opportunity turns into profit. Real profit. Enough to make people stop, stare, and rethink the value of the coins they carry every day. So the next time you see a presidential dollar, don't ignore it. Look at the edge, check the details, examine it closely, because one small difference could mean everything. You don't need to be rich to start. You don't need expensive tools. All you need is attention, curiosity, and a little bit of luck. Because in the end, the most shocking truth is this: treasure doesn't always come in chests or vaults. Sometimes, it comes quietly, in the form of a single golden coin.